My name is Nicole Willett, and this is my coding assignment for engineering analysis. As you can see, I have decided to do this assignment in Python. I'm using Thony for my code, and to start my approach out, I knew that I wanted to do a do-while loop because I wanted to have the code run once and then ask the user if they wanted to continue, and then use that condition to loop back or end the loop. But I quickly found that do while is not a function in Python, it's just in C. So I ended up doing a little maneuver where I did a normal while loop, and I just started out with the decision as yes, and then at the end of the loop, the user is given the option to change the decision with their input. So if the decision remains yes, then the loop will start over. If the user inputs no, the code ends. So beginning, the code asks the user if they will input a delta or Y network, and then they put in their input, and then the code will prompt them for the real and imaginary inputs of each and convert those to complex numbers. And then the system will print out what the input was so that the user can check that it's accurate. If the user put in something that wasn't delta or Y, they get this message, input error, next time make sure to enter delta or Y. If the user enters delta, then the code moves into this if statement and does the calculation based on the inputs to give the result of ZA, ZB, and ZC, and then it prints that result. And I found that the results were very long decimals, so I ended up doing 5 decimal places afterwards just for accuracy. If they entered Y, then the code does the calculations to translate to delta, and then it prints out that result. So for a demonstration, I'm going to run this. The first line says, will you input delta or Y? I'm going to input delta. The real part, I'm going to use the example that was given in the assignment directions. So I'm going to do 3, 0, 4, 0, 0, and -4. So this results in these. If I want to work the other way, I'm going to enter, start over. So if I want to re-enter that, but as Y, I'm going to say continue, and I'm going to say Y network, and then I'll just put those numbers back in. And as you can see, the result 3, 0, and 3, 0, 4, 0, 4, 0, and then 0, -4, 0, -4. So it works forwards and backwards. Just to give an example of if the user misreads the instructions and types in something like yes, it'll still prompt them to put in entries, but it won't do any calculations. It just tells them to correct themselves. And then at the end, they can say, I would not like to continue, and the code ends.